I was 19 years old and I was in college. We were in class and we heard the news that a plane had hit one of the Twin Towers.
I vividly do remember being in the classroom and listening to our teachers kind of whisper amongst themselves and then finally realizing like what had happened.
My first thought was just like, oh man, like that's crazy. I wonder what happened. You know, maybe the pilot had a medical incident or something, like lost control.
I'm like, well, wait a minute. Another plane hit another tower? Then I'm thinking, what's going on?
So at that point is when it's like, okay, hang on. Like something's going on here. This isn't normal. This wasn't an accident.
I think it's shock when I think of 9/11. We didn't know if there was going to be more planes, more attacks, or, you know, if their loved ones were safe.
It didn't really matter where you were. Like no one was safe at that point. That was part of the fear of that day, is not knowing, is there another one? Is something else going to happen? Nobody knew. Nobody knew what the next target was, if there was one.
There were people that their family was there and they didn't know if they were okay or not. And I think that's what really resonated with me the most, is just how scared people were right when it happened.
I think we've all been inspired in some way, shape, or form by the direct or the indirect consequences of what happened on that day.
Sometimes I wonder if 9/11 hadn't happened, would I have joined the military? I think it left a huge impression on me as a child and really motivated me to want to serve my country. Just seeing something so terrible happen to the country that you love when you're so young, I think it was defining for our generation. And for me specifically, I think it was a defining moment that I always look back on when I think about why did I join the military? Why did I want to serve?
The amount of patriotism that 9/11 kind of instilled in everyone is unrivaled. Although it was born out of tragedy, we really came together as a nation in ways that had not been seen.
The price of freedom is eternal vigilance. We all need to make sure that we take the safeguarding of our republic, our democracy, that we take that seriously.
It's about working together with your fellow American for a common purpose. And that purpose is to keep America thriving, keep America moving forward, and keeping America safe.
Take the lesson from 9/11 that the country is better when we work together and come together for a common goal. But we should do that now, not wait for a tragedy to happen.
The more we can just have these moments of remembrance, take time to really, as hard as it is, to just confront ourselves with that day, I think it's the most important thing we can do to keep the memory alive so that we can prevent something like that from ever happening again.